Okay. If I can get these. Okay, here we go. There we are. All right. Welcome, Aquarius, to your karma and love reading for the month of September. So I'm going to do the same format for your August read, except for instead of doing an oracle reading, I'm going to do a karma reading with a one card pull from the Avalonian Oracle. Then on the second part for your tarot spread, I'm going to use the Crystal Tarot and clarify with the Gypsy Fortune deck. Alright, so let's get started. Your cards have already been shuffled. Okay. So we have Venus in Libra in the 8th house. There's a lot of action going on for you this month. You have the planet of love in the sign of Libra, which is all about dualities, partnership, balance, the scales, fairness. And it's in your 8th house, which to me, this 8th house card came up for somebody else. And it seems like this came up a lot for, I think I've had this card come up for like 3 of the readings that I've done already. So like with this card, this kind of reminds me of that little pendant from the Hunger Games. I even told one sign that I did for them the saying that the lady says. So that could very well ring true for you this month. May the odds ever be in your favor. Something like that. It looks like they are going to be this month. So I am actually going to turn these around, because on the blue portion of the karma cards is your outcome. So with these, I'm going to kind of do like what my grandma would say, it's ass backwards, and I'm going to do your outcome first. Then we're going to go through what actions you need to take. Okay. So, on a spiritual level, you're working with the law of attraction here for you in the month of September. Now, keep in mind that the law of attraction really manifests from our heart space. You want to be cognitive of where your heart space is. But I would say for you, you have a good heart space this month, because this is the planet of Libra. I'm sorry, the planet of Libra. This is the planet of Venus. Okay? So you're like really in tune this month with love. And an opening of the heart chakra if you feel like it's been closed. This is like, you know, blossoming, abundance, things coming to life, manifestation, all from the place of love. Okay, so spiritually, the attraction of cooperation to perfect personal power. So spiritually, you are in your heart space, attracting, manifesting, and in doing this, you are finding balance within yourself, maybe within your actions, with how you perceive things as being like neat and nice and tidy. And because you're in this energy flow, you may have the cooperation of, you know, this Venus energy here, which is really going to open up your personal power. So in your 8th house, this personal power aspect, your spirituality this month is really going to be highlighted, I feel like. Mentally, you will receive like pleasure from the decisions you've made about the mysteries in life. So if you've been like contemplating or thinking about how life has kind of been, how you've seen a different side of life, and you like how, you know, you're the mysteries of life that I'm referring to here. This is like, there's no people. So this is you when you are going throughout your day, you're by yourself, but like the universe speaks to you. And you notice it within like the clouds and the sky and the wind, the rain, and the rain. So, I mean, it's like, me, for example, I love rainbows. I had been saying for a hot second, I hadn't seen a rainbow in a minute. Well, I saw 3 in like 1 week's time. I ran into a rainbow. That's how powerful and magical it was. And then my aunt pointed one out to me. It was awesome. So, the mysteries of life could be opening up to you this month. You have, when you have love in your heart, you've got love in your spirit and love in your mind. So this is a powerful place to manifest from. If you are not considering practicing like manifestation, I would highly recommend whatever tools you have, whatever tools you use to manifest, to create, I would be on it this month. I think that when I said the mysteries of life, like life, the universe speaking to you, I think you are really going to be noticing that a lot this month. You're going to be receiving pleasure from that, like the rewards that come within from acknowledging and seeing glimpses of God or life or spirit or source. And for you on a mental level, you've got good times resulting from the fairness shown by a major change. So this, I would say that there is transformation and change going on. I would almost even say you this month might have Scorpio in your 8th house. Because for me, this is like scorpionic energy. So there's a good time on the physical level. There's a major change at hand. But I'm going to tell you this. There's also a good time. So this good time, you're going to have good times while you are going through these changes. And it says results from fairness shown by a major life change. So this change that you're going through, if you have been doubting yourself, I feel like these changes that you are either making, you're being met by the force of the universe. It's backing you all the way. And it's singing when it fucking arrives. So you better be listening to it, okay? Like, when it comes in, it's going to be talking. You got good times with this. So whatever life is doing for you, it is giving you like gifts of something to reward you, to show you it's here, it's got your back, it's got your support. Keep going. It's working with you. It ain't against you. It's working with you. And it's because of either, I would say, this, you've got this Aquarian, this air sign mentality. So your mind has really been cooperating more, making clearer decisions, and the decisions you've been making have been making you happy. So keep making good decisions, because that is really going to lead you to some wonderful things in September. Now, on the action part, okay? So this is going to be the action you have to put into achieving this. And then sometimes it doesn't take a lot of action. I can sit right here and think about it and manifest it. But I also have to put some action steps into it to see the rewards and the fruits of it. So these are going to be the actions you need to take this month. So spiritually, cherish your relationships as a life or death issue. So like the relationships that mean the world to you, cherish those this month. Because I think you're going to see there is something within that right there I don't know what that is. I mean, that could be like get-togethers, family things, and when you go to them, you're met with with Mary. And, you know, sometimes you can be like, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So you can be met with that. Mentally, enjoy the beauty of getting and using personal power. So I feel like with this, on a mental level, you're going to be figuring out how to not only manifest, if you don't already know, but one thing I think you already know. And I think this knowing and this investing in this work you've been doing, whether that's internal growth, whichever it may be, you are acknowledging and seeing where you have personal power. You are acknowledging and seeing these aspects of yourself, and you're using them wisely to get you where you want to be and to get you where you need to be. On the physical level, charm, art, and beauty are the way to do it with your partner and use other people's resources. Okay, so physically, in the physical realm, you may be, if you've thought about getting into the gym, get into the gym. If you've thought about doing a new routine, changing up your routine, taking on a hobby, do it. This would be the month to do it. If people come in, especially like your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if they come in to assist you, let them assist you. If your partner comes up and says, hey, I know you said you wanted to do this. Well, I met this person and they said we could go over here and we could have dinner and we could sit down and talk with them. Go with that. There is something in here with, on the physical front, you know, charm, art, and beauty. So, like museums, galas, or nice, you know, dinner out, or going to an opera, or going to the fair, going to a concert, you know, something that you get dressed up for and go out to. There is going to be, I feel, on the physical front, that's an invitation you need to accept this month. You need to do more stuff like that. There is going to be something within those moments, like when you go out, that either Spirit's going to be speaking to you, or you're going to be getting information that you need, things you've been asking for. So people are really going to be helping you a lot this month. So focus on your relationships this month and how you interact with people. These people that you're interacting with and these changes that you are going through and making are for the best. People are going to be coming like out of the woodwork, so to speak, to help you this month. So let me see what you're Avalon in. Look, the realm of revelation. These card messages can be kind of long, so I will interpret the cards from the bottom of the deck solely off my intuition. But I will read this one for you. Alright, so we have the Moon of Revelation. So something, I think I just saw that, come into light here. So this is like full moon in Scorpio. And remember I said this to me, reminded me of Scorpio. Alright, so there's nettle in this card. Nettle is famous for its sting. Was used traditionally as a very sturdy textile fiber and was spun and woven into linen. Medicinally speaking, nettles are one of the most nutritious plants, providing a range of necessary vitamins, minerals, and proteins, all in a very bioavailable form. Another excellent ally for women's health, nettle is an overall women's reproductive tonic, with the aerial portions of the plant specific for the feminine system. It is an aid in pregnancy and prevents hemorrhage and childbirth, regulates the menstrual cycle, and treats the symptoms of PMS. The roots of nettle are specific for prostate issues in men and are a sexual tonic for both genders. Nettle was counted among the 9 sacred herbs in the Anglo-Saxon folklore, along with plantain, chamomile, mugwort, watercress, chervil, fennel, and crabapple. Wow. Alright, so the calling of the soul oftentimes bears no resemblance to our external roles, nor does it always harmonize with the expectations of others. However, it is only in listening to the music of the heart that we can set ourselves free. See, that heart space. Your heart is really going to be setting you free from the pain and the challenges of the past, I feel. This is the challenge then. Shall we please others at the expense of personal fulfillment? Or shall we walk the path we were born to walk, willing to release those who cannot support our becoming who we need to be along the way? While personal responsibilities born of choices we have already made in our lives, to our children, for example, are important to honor, finding a way to balance these responsibilities with the vision of the self we wish to manifest is imperative. We cannot sacrifice the whole of who we are for the sake of others, be it our families of origin, our present relationships, and even the roles we play in the world. Once we discover the seed of what we must become, we must find a way to nurture it and allow it to grow. Else we will suffer deeply at our wholeness denied. Any resistance to the growth, be it the fears arising from our personal shadow or concern about the disapproval of others and its attendant ramifications, should be examined and worked through for great growth and understanding of the self to be found here. Indeed, it is only in facing our greatest challenges that we can achieve our greatest spiritual expansion. Listen to the voice within you and follow the call of your vision. Things will change, and people may no longer be a part of your life, but you will find lasting joy and deep spiritual transformation. We are here to find our soul's purpose, and while the actualization of that purpose is ultimately in service to the whole, we cannot walk the paths of others, nor restrict ourselves to the paths others require of us. Woo! So again, I like how these cards are going hand in hand with each other. So there is huge transformation upon you this month. A good transformation. Like a really good change and transformation. That pleases me a lot. I'm very happy for you. Alright, so on the bottom of the deck, we have Moon of Reflection, Moon of Evocation, and Ceridwen, and the Silver Wheel. So right now you have all of the universe, the Wheel of Fortune. Boy, it's here. Okay, you've got the phases of the moon. So use the moon cycles. Take the wheel by the horn and get things done this month. Take time to reflect, time to honor yourself, and I think that you will see the rewards of your efforts. And there went my chicken. There went Ladybird. He was announcing something. Alright. So now let's get into your tarot reading. Alright, so in this deck here, please keep in mind that I do not use, in this deck, the upright reversals. Okay. So this month, you come into the month emotionally well. Like, you have, whether you are a man or a woman here watching this reading, you have grown some way, shape, or form. Something in the not too distant past happened for you. So I would say like the last 2 to 3 months, you took on a lot. You took on a lot. You planted okay. So this matureness, whatever happened in the past 2 or 3 months, they took you from like a knight to a king, or from like a page to a queen, or you know, something like that song by Drake. I started at the bottom, now I'm here. So you grew, okay? Here you are. You're like you're mature, and you're stable, you're secure, you're grounded. Now, the beginning of the month, there's still work to be done for you, okay? There's still a lot of work and still a lot of things going. Now, the beginning of September, you may feel like you are taking on a lot and you're doing a lot. You need to make sure that while you're doing this, know when to rest, know when to take a break, know when to work, okay? Keep in mind that there is Mercury retrograde happening around the middle of the month. So the shadow aspect of Mercury retrograde, which I think we will start to feel in like 2 more weeks, like the 1st of September, that energy usually is wonky and it can really throw you off. So, you know, these wands are energy. So there's a lot of energy going on the 1st of September, which could weigh you down and make you feel burdened. But I don't think that this is going to do a number on you. I will say at the end of the month, you may just need to watch your words, maybe. Now, I do see that I don't know exactly what is going to be happening here, but there is something that happens in this dynamic. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Because we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. There's a lot of people in this scenario. So it could be multiple people, or I'm just picking up on the energy. So you know you have invested wisely this month. You've planted good seeds, but you may feel like you don't want to weed the garden or tend to it anymore. You may feel like giving up on it, because we have the 7 of Pentacles here as your challenge. So there could be things of the past, especially with money. They're like earthly things, whether that be like car payments or things that consist of, you know, mortgages. Those things right there could be, you know, at the forefront this month. Oh, I need to pay this. Well, I'll pay it later. I don't feel like doing it today. Type scenario. So just make sure that whatever issues like this arise, that you take care of them. I'm not going to say that like a car is going to get repoed or anything like that. I'm not going to say that. But there is something in here where if this is the same person, then you are emotionally mature this month and with it, but by the end of the month, you could become salty. So just be, and if you are a female watching this, this could be the masculine that you're dealing with. So, this masculine here, who is, you know, he's doing good, he's set, he is emotionally available, open, loving, caring. You've got a good, like, he has a good flow of energy around him. There's a tide of change, just like the sea. So, even though, you know, the waves not always might be smooth, but things will be pleasant and unexpected. There is something from the past here, though. You may actually be looking back this month to, did you choose the right path? Where have you come? You know, this is a lighthearted energy. This is like the boy in him looking back like, oh, I've done well. It's got me right where I am, and I'm content right here. There's still more work to be done. But this work that you're investing, you might be able to take a break right about in here. This would be the middle of the month. So there's a lot of work, a lot of activity the 1st of September. And then by the middle, it looks like there may be a break. And it may be in this time that these material things really come to your attention. Like, hey, we've got to take care of this and get this done. Don't get too focused on the material plane around the middle of September. So, because this card here reads, remember that money is a tool and not the answer to everything. Perhaps it's time to use the tool to secure an opportunity to launch a new project or idea. Something you've been thinking of dreaming about for a while. You will need to be practical and focused. Work with your heart chakra. Be honest and true to both yourself and others. Success is assured. A contact from the past may re-enter your life in a helpful way. So whether this is, you know, this could very well I don't know if behooves me is the right answer. But most of the time, every time I get a reading where there's like all these court cards, it behooves me. Because I'm like, who, like, are these all different separate people? Or is it like the same, is it just one person? So I always get thrown off with that. But there is going to be success, something, goals coming true, you know, wishes fulfilled type things that they pop up in the middle of the month for you. Now, some of these things you may, as you go through whatever change and transformation is upon you, because, you know, with this card here, you know, you can plant a seed and then it come out like all jacked up and shit, and you're like, okay, I got to pull this out of the garden, because if I don't, it's going to take down the whole fucking garden. So you're like, so you got to pull the shit out by the root. Get the root. Don't forget the root. So with that, it could make you a little salty at the end of the month. This could be where maybe you didn't think it was going to take this much work, but it actually ends up taking this much work. And, you know, it's like you're just tired as fuck. You're exhausted. Like, what the hell? Like, I didn't want to do all this, but here you are having to do all this. So, you know, it's like, because, you know, and you got that Libra. Remember that Libra karma card? Remember, everything has a risk and a reward. So, you know, you got to weigh up your options if something's worth it or not, you know. So that part right there, and plus the Mercury retrograde, it will be in full force when you move into this energy right here at the end of the month. Well, I would just say this. There is an amazing outcome. So, whatever it is, great outcome, okay? We have the sun here. So, the end of September. The thoughts that inspire the kingdom. Your mind is calculating your next project. And this is a time and space to work everything out. So when you get around to the latter part of September, you may be, because keep in mind, Mercury retrograde, that's the perfect time to reflect and rethink and re-strategize and revisit and restructure. Okay? So that could very well, you could come into the month emotionally available, emotionally mature, emotionally on it. You are contemplating things that happened from the past that brought you like a lighthearted energy, that made you feel good, that enticed you, that fed your soul. And, you know, with these things, you're now working and implementing goals, whether you need to invest more here, or maybe you need to move over here and do this over here. There's a planning stage in the middle, and there's a thinking momentum at the end, and a clarity that comes in, like your mind kicks in gear really well at the end of the month to really figure some shit out and make decisions. I will just tell you that, you know, don't act too soon, because Mercury retrograde, you know, that's a 3-week period. So, you know, it's not going to end until October. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll go into October, have just come out of Mercury retrograde. So although you may come up with a plan and figure out how you want to proceed, I would not take action until like the second week of October. Now, your advice: weigh out all of your options, check them out, look them over. You may have so many options thrown at you that you get confused this month. So be aware of confusion. Use your mind wisely. And you see, you know, your emotions with this King of Cups energy is here as well, because this is all emotion. And this is what, you know, the King of Cups, like on an emotional level, will do. These things will come in because you're so in your heart space that you're just like, oh, I want something of everything. You're like a kid in a candy store, you know? So it's like, and plus, I mean, keep in mind that Neptune's in retrograde, so the rose-tinted glasses have come off. We're now seeing things for face value, for what they really are. So know that, yes, something might be enticing, but what is that going to cost you? Is that worth an investment? Is it worth your time and energy? So you want to go toward the things that bring you love and wish fulfillment, the feel-good things. You're going to be seeing a lot of that in your environment. And everyone else but you, they will be meeting you with love. Partnership, cooperation, coming together of two like minds, coming together of two like hearts. You do, on some way, shape, or form, hope that, you know, you're going to be met with the love that you seek when you go after these things. And you will. Trust me, you will. You end the month, your outcome for the month itself is the sun. So there is rainbows and sunshine and radiance everywhere. So success, energy, enlightenment come when the sun's energy radiates, bringing success to all your endeavors. It nurtures your dreams, brings abundance to your actions, and energy to your soul. Like the sunflower on the card, adoration, nourishment, and power will be the reward of your efforts. Creation is depicted, new vitality that brings together aspects of your life, making you whole. If you have health issues, look for holistic approaches to complete your recovery. Now remember, your Avalonian Oracle card it spoke of nettle. So if you're a female, if you've been dealing with women issues, then you may want to start drinking nettle tea. And if you're a male here watching this, you could recommend to your female counterpart, or get her some nettle tea, and so she can drink it. That may help her. The child implies you have a joyous innocence and continuous search for happiness and new experiences. The warning in this card is not to let this new power go to your head and avoid being judgmental of others. You could very well do that over here at the end of the month. Be like the child and remember that life is not all work and to make time to play. There is a lot of work here. You know, your challenge here is the work. You may want to sit back and drink in the month of September and not work because there's only one Pentacle card. Well, two actually. You may, this month, really be like, you know what, I just want to sit back, chill, Netflix and chill, and drink my wine and be fine. Oh. So, if that's the case, something could pop up mid-month and be like, hey, you forgot about me. And you're like, oh shit, I got to get that done. Just be aware of that, okay? Nothing wrong, nothing bad. So, when I look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, the Four of Wands, the Chariot, and Justice. So, you have all the tools of the universe to create whatever the hell you want to this month, okay? If you want to sit back and chill and drink, do just that. Make sure that you focus on your responsibilities and don't neglect them, okay? Don't let all these things from your outside sources take you off the beaten path. There's a focus on your home and your security, which is going to be looking great this month. You have determination, achievement, and fairness in all that you do. Like, you've got 3 majors right here on the bottom and the best card out of the deck. So anyways, you have a lot of great energy before you this month. Let me now. What is this King of Cups over? What is this King of Cups energy here? What is this King of Cups energy here for Aquarius in September? Okay. So, somebody did not receive a good message. A message of their liking. Okay, so look. Maybe this is what I saw. Okay, this is what I saw. So, the hope of success is forlorn. Now is not the time to count on success, although it may still come, but at a later date. There is not a lot of hope for the given situation, and the pleasure of anticipation has turned sour. It's time to reevaluate your position. So, at this time in your life, this King of Cups right here may be reevaluating his situation. Now, this is where it can get a little wonky, because, you know, where I said, where this card says, you know, it may not happen right now. That doesn't mean that it won't come later. So whatever you're asking about here this month, it may not come in September. It may come like at the end of September, beginning of October. Now, I could see that because you don't get it right here and right then or when you want it, that it can take a toll on you. And that's why this person here becomes this King of Swords that's salty. Because you're not getting it right. You're seeing tangible results from whatever you're investing in, whatever you've been planning. You just may not be getting exactly what you want on the time frame that you're looking at. But that does not mean that it is not to come. So, something around the home, a family unit, a peace offering, and someone that has, so, you know, okay, so this King of Cups, did he get sick maybe? He could have come down with COVID or gotten ill some way, shape, or form, and his recovery, he's finally recovered, but it's almost like now he's through the sickness and everything, it's over. But it's like, daggone, I got to get, you know, back at it or get some shit together. What is this Knight of Cups here? What is this Nine of Cups here for Aquarius in September? Yes, look, a sickness. Somebody in the past was sick. So, yep. some masculine, it looks like a masculine had to leave, and which could have, you know, shocked somebody on a emotional level, relationship level. We had the writer, and here's the writer. So something in the past where someone had to leave the past, leave something from the past. Somebody got sick in the past, and they had to leave home and go look after another person and help them recover. Well, they're recovered. Now they just seems like, you know, they might have to get back to work. What is this Ten of Wands? What is this? Tiny, look. What is this? Ten of Wands, and I about said Tiny Dancer over here. Elton. Yes. So, see, now we've got the masculine and the king in reverse. So, the king is very overworked, exhausted. But, I mean, there's partnerships and alliances around the home. There is a coming together, but it seems like it's off in the distance a little bit. Like, you can stand in your yard and look out and see it. It might be at the edge of your property, but it's there. Okay, it just hasn't crossed over into your yard yet, but it's there. You just got to give it a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Now, it looks like now look, this, you know, I've said this before, this is where these damn gypsy cards and those Kipper deck can get wonky and funky, okay? But did someone have to leave their home to go take care of somebody, and while they were gone, like the mice took over their house, people could have came to their house and took shit while they were gone, and they feel like damn robbed them blind, and it's like, well, how do I recover from all this? Could be. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments. Okay, what is this Page of Pentacles here for Aquarius in, alright, the Rider, leaving again, or coming home. Yeah, I think he's coming home. Somebody's coming home, like, the middle of September. Or, they're supposed to come home, they're planning to come home. Maybe the middle of the month, they're making the plans. Okay, I have got to get my ass the fuck back home. Yep. Yes. So, there is a masculine here, like, okay, Sally, I'm coming home to you, baby. Okay? Bear with me. Just hold tight. Papa's coming. Lord, this masculine, I kind of feel for him a little bit. What's this King of Swords here for Aquarius in September? What is this King of Swords here for Aquarius in September? Alright, so when this king comes home at the end of the month, he's going to bring you some flowers. Yeah, there was something he was working on. He had to go take care of some. Yeah, it looked like some situation came in and stole this masculine. Had to take him out of the situation or something. Like, it probably came in really fast. It was like, this is someone that you have known for quite a while, you've been with for quite a while. They had to step away from their home for a minute. Like, you could have felt like there was a snake in the grass that just came in and took your man. But I feel like, and you're just over here waiting, you know he's gone, you know he's coming back. But I feel like somebody robbed this motherfucker blind while he was gone or something. But he's going to come back with some flowers at the end of the month. Anyways, okay, what is this Seven of Cups here for Aquarius in September? Boy, my rooster is out there going caca. He's announcing something. Maybe he's trying to tell you he's going to come in with them flowers. Yeah, look at him. He's coming in with them flowers, girlfriend. Okay, this Seven of Cups here. Yeah, somebody. This is the third time this damn card here has come up, like at the bottom of the deck, or a flipper. Okay, this is the mice card, and you see the thief. It's like the Seven of Swords. You're not at home, and somebody's stealing your shit. So, there's something... Yep. Something came in and fucked shit up with on the home front between this man and wife. So if this masculine's coming back home, then he's like, there's a lot of things that are presenting themselves to him, like, or to you, like you've got to do this and this and this to get your house back in order. And maybe somebody just want to chill a minute and not really do that much. Alright, what is this Two of Cups here in the environment for Aquarius in September? Woo! This is all over a broken heart. Yep. Okay. So, just know that when this masculine comes home, there could very well be some arguments between you and this masculine. Like, this masculine is really going to be cutting shit. Like, so when this masculine comes home, if you see him with the shovel, the weed eater, getting his shit out and going out and having to cut down weeds and cut the grass and put the house back together and put things back in order and put them back where they go, know that he's going to do it, and he's doing it, but he's mad about it. So he's somewhat brewing, and I think that, you know, that's going to cause some arguments with this masculine. Alright, so what is this Sun card for Aquarius in September? Alright, so wherever something was once, that's also like the Seven of Cards energy. Like, the root, and look, there's a rooster. Was my rooster not a few minutes ago calling? Okay, so this is the, let me see which card this is, and then I'm gonna let you go, because we are, okay, this is the Fox. So when in wisdom, the battle you fight isn't worthy of you. You are not in a righteous position. You should be concentrating your time and energy on more important things. If you continue to fight this battle in this way, you are very likely to lose. He who seeks trouble never misses. So, I'm going to say, because this is in the reverse, that this is something that may have happened in the past that's going to be coming back around again. But someone needs to know when to go and when to sit down and shut the hell up. Somebody needs to know when to let bygones be bygones. If you let bygones be bygones, then you will have the Sun card. You're still going to have the Sun if you argue in this dynamic or not. But I do feel that there's an argument to be had, because it came out over here with this masculine. So you've got the Sun card again. So something happened between a man and a woman, and it created a fight, an argument. They might have had to leave home for a second. And, you know, and okay, so here's another thing. Whatever shit happened in the past around these arguments and fights, maybe there's illumination and clarity now that you see and understand why something had to happen and go down the way it did. Alright, Aquarius, that is all I have for you. If you'd like to leave a tip, information is in the description box. If you would like to find me on other platforms of social media, that's in the description box. If this is where I leave you, then I will see you again here in October for your read, your monthly read. If you will, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again later. Take care. Namaste.